right wing that embraces its own fringes will end up in the same position as the left wing that has embraced its fringes.
Okay, so that's why I want to get into it. Embraces.
Yes.
So now, having spoken to Tucker, I actually see that interview very differently. And I did listen to the interview, and I knew what Nick Fuentes was. And I think he did show himself to be who he is. It wasn't his most vile stuff, but you got the feel for what this guy was. But I really think Tucker was talking to him, Ben, to put like a bumper on this guy. Because what Tucker was urging him the whole time was to understand that collective punishment for any one group of people is wrong. It's deeply immoral, and it's anti-Christian.
Collective punishment for any one group of person is wrong. It's immoral, and it's anti-Christian. Listen to that comment, okay? Now I want you to listen to her here, okay? This is Megyn Kelly on an interview.
I think that apple fell far from the tree is to delude yourself, because the mother too has been on record as saying there's nothing American.
By the way, I want to preface this. This is Megyn Kelly talking about Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York City, who will be put into office come January 2026. So remember, she said collective punishment for one group of people is not only immoral, but it's anti-Christian. Listen to her words about Mamdani.
American about Zohran. She's very proud. He's not American at all. He was raised in Uganda. He's a Muslim. He's not American. You talk about how a lot of these Muslims, I don't know if they're radical or they're just Muslims, but either way, it's a problem because the tenets of Islam are not consistent with Western civilization. And I'm sorry, but they should not be ascending to our mayors and our governors and so on, because Islam is not consistent with the premises of the West, the basic premises that led to the Bill of Rights.
Now, isn't that collective punishment by not allowing Muslims to hold office in the United States? Now, I understand that the Muslim faith is different from the Christian faith, but her words completely contradict themselves from her standing there across from Ben Shapiro saying collective punishment is not okay and it's immoral and anti-Christian, but then goes and says Muslims should not hold any offices in the United States, acting as if anyone who looks Muslim could practice the Islamic faith. Anyone that looks Muslim then can't hold offices. That's called collective punishment, baby Megyn. And yet you're saying here collective punishment is not okay. So are we just saying collective punishment isn't okay when it comes to white Christians? Because white Christians can't be criticized for their hypocritic ways? Is that it? I'm pretty sure that's what she's getting at. And again, this is what I talk about in this administration over and over and over again. This is what I talk about this administration over and over and over again. It's that when they refer to protecting people, they're not talking about every demographic of people. They are specifically talking about white Christian men. They're talking about white Christian women. They're talking about white people and preserving white Christian nationalism, American Christianity. It's never, ever going to be about protecting every demographic of person on American soil when it comes to the people who support these ideologies. When it comes to people like Ben Shapiro, when it comes to people like Megyn Kelly. It's never going to be about equality, fairness, and the right to the pursuit of happiness for any individual on American soil. It's always, when they discuss protection of rights, it's for the one group of people who they believe and see in God's eyes as the truest and closest thing to God, and that is the white people. So that's what annoys me when it comes to Megyn Kelly, because she's sitting here saying one thing, saying inclusion, protection, collective punishment, not good, but then assuming collective punishment for all Muslims so they can't hold office in the United States. Even off the basis fact of just racial profiling if they look Muslim.